Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen of the media. We are happy to have you at such a short notice, and we want to use your media to be able to send information across to all our 276 constituencies that are going to be taking part in our primaries tomorrow. 275 actually, 275 constituencies that are going to take part in our primaries tomorrow. To all the delegates, to all the aspirants, to members, sympathizers of our party, and to the general public, in order to bring you up to date about our preparations ahead of tomorrow's primaries, presidential and parliamentary primaries. As you recall, a couple of months ago, we met you, and I addressed a press conference on behalf of the party to outline the calendar that the party had agreed upon at a national level. That was supposed to be the framework to guide our presidential and parliamentary primaries. So we gave you dates regarding picking of nomination forms, vetting, appeal processes, all the way to the very day of the primaries. Glad to inform you that all those processes have happened. We went through the procedure where presidential and parliamentary candidates were able to pick their forms, went through the process of filling their forms, came through the process of vetting, after vetting, appeal, and then an appeal process finally opened the door for campaigning, and then we are happy to announce that tomorrow, May 13th, as we announced then in that press conference, tomorrow actually is going to be the day for the presidential and parliamentary primaries of the NDC. You will recall that this process actually started earlier. Started with branch elections, continued through to constituency elections, to regional elections, and culminated in the national congress that we had December last year. Now, so this final part completes the process of election as far as the NDC is concerned, in order to put us in a place to be ready for the battle ahead of us, not just as a party, but as a nation, come December 7, 2024. Now, so let me give you just a few of details regarding what is going to be happening tomorrow in 275 voting centers, 275 constituencies. So we are going to have the presidential and parliamentary primaries tomorrow. The presidential primaries are going to take place in 275 constituencies. There's only one constituency where there will be no presidential primaries. That's the Menchia South constituency. But other than Menchia South constituency, we are going to be having presidential primaries in 275 constituencies. The reason why it's 275 is because the parliamentary will be involving an additional constituency, the South constituency, as many of you know. So that's about the presidential primaries. Now, in terms of the parliamentary primaries, we are going to have 259 constituencies that are going to take part in the parliamentary primaries tomorrow. Now, we have 16 constituencies where voting will be done only for, there'll be no parliamentary primaries, but only presidential. So we are going to have, out of the 259 constituencies that are participating, in fact, the presidential primaries, as I said, is going to happen in 275. Parliamentary primaries is going to happen in 259 constituencies. The voting, as we established earlier, is going to begin 7 a.m. and end at 4 p.m. in order to now pave way for the results to be collated and declared. We're having a total number of 356,624 voters going to be involved in the process. In total number of parliamentary aspirants are going to be 739 parliamentary aspirants. Out of them, 47 parliamentary aspirants are going unopposed. 47 parliamentary aspirants are going unopposed. So effectively, there's going to be a contest that's going to involve close to about 700 aspirants as far as the parliamentary is concerned. In terms of voting centers, we are going to have 420 voting centers nationwide. 420 voting centers across the country. The determination of the voting centers also had to be done according to population size in the constituencies. So we limited each voting center to a maximum of 1,200 delegates. So anything beyond that, then there will be more than one voting center. So we have a number of constituencies where we have more than one voting center. Otherwise, we have in all 420 voting centers across the country. In terms of the preparations for tomorrow, the major document that is going to be used to be able to go through this election, these primaries, both at the parliamentary and presidential, is the delegate list. The delegate list. That is a primary document that's going to be used tomorrow across all of these voting centers, the delegate list. Now, we also are requiring for every delegate that is going to cast their ballot tomorrow to mandatorily come with what you call the EC voter ID card. Every single one of them is required to appear with that EC voter ID card. If you do not have that voter ID card tomorrow, you will not be able to vote. If there is a difficulty relating to maybe having misplaced, there will be provisions done to be able to at least check the appropriate document to be sure what your exact voter ID is in order to enable you to cast your vote. But that is mandatory. All delegates have been informed that they have to appear tomorrow with the voter ID card. Now, the issues that have lately occurred regarding photo album that had caused some amount of difficulties, the party has decided that there will be no issue of photo album across any center tomorrow. We want to stick with our principal, primary, fundamental, document that has to do with the delegate list, and that delegate list is available across all the voting centers and will be the principal means by which the elections will be conducted tomorrow. Now, the other thing also we want to let you appreciate is that the NDC, the Functional Executive Committee of the party, on behalf of the National Executive Committee of the party, has also passed a resolution. And that resolution is to the effect that if for any reason, the Electoral Commission is unable to be present tomorrow to supervise these elections, the Elections Directorate of the NDC will take full charge of that election tomorrow. So that is an important announcement that we want to get out there. That resolution has been passed by the NDC at the Functional Executive Committee level on behalf of the party, that if for any reason, the Electoral Commission is unable to be present tomorrow to conduct these primaries, we would ensure that the Election Directorate of the party across all levels will be in charge of making sure that these primaries are done. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me give you, in terms of a little breakdown, in terms of the number of aspirants. Of course, I mean, for the presidential, I need not say because it's already pretty much known. We have three aspirants, three candidates that are aspiring. Number one on the ballot, the former president, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Number two on the ballot is former mayor, Kumasi Mayor, Mr. Kojo Bonsu. He's number two on the ballot. And number three on the ballot, former governor of the Central Bank, former Minister for Finance, Honorable Dr. Kwabena Dufo, will be, these are the three presidential aspirants. They will be locking horns tomorrow in order for us to be able to come up with the winner, who will then become the flag bearer of the party come December 7, 2024. Now, in terms of the number of aspirants for the upcoming parliamentary primaries, we are looking at, in terms of regional breakdown, as I mentioned, the total number is 739. But in terms of the regional breakdown, we have in Upper East, we have 49 in all. 46 are going to taking part in the primaries tomorrow, 3 unopposed. In the northern region, we have 57 in all. 53 are going to take part in the primaries tomorrow, 4 unopposed. In the Ashanti region, we have 107 in all. Out of the 107, 7 going unopposed. Therefore, we are having 100 aspirants who will be taking part in the parliamentary primaries in Ashanti region. In the Greater Accra, 117 in all. 114 will be taking part in the primaries tomorrow, 3 unopposed. In the Volta region, 75 in all, 2 unopposed, and 73 will be taking part in the primaries tomorrow. In the OT region, 34 in all, no unopposed. In the Western North, 15 in all, 11 taking part in the primaries tomorrow, 4 going unopposed. In the Bono region, 20 in all, 16 taking part in the primaries, 4 unopposed. In the Northeast, 22 in all, no unopposed. So we are having 22 in Northeast taking part in the primaries tomorrow. In the Western region, 29 in all, 4 unopposed. Therefore, 25 will be taking part in the primaries tomorrow. In the Eastern region, 70 in all, 63 going for the primaries tomorrow. Therefore, we have 7 unopposed. In the Savannah region, 17 in all, 16 taking part in the primaries, 1 unopposed. In the Ahafo region, we have 7 in all, 6 taking part in the primaries, 1 unopposed. In the Upper West region, we have 30 in all 30 are taking part in the primaries tomorrow. In the Central region, we have 53 aspirants in all, 47 are taking part in the primaries tomorrow, 6 unopposed. And finally, in the Bono East region, we have 37 in all, 36 in the primaries tomorrow, and 1 going unopposed. So, ladies and gentlemen, this, in a nutshell, is simply a catalog of what it is that you should be expecting tomorrow. So what we've done is to simply walk through to give you the preparation that we've done so far and what it is it's looking in terms of tomorrow. I can assure you that all the logistical preparations have been done for the ballot materials to be able to reach all those voting centers in order for us to be able to begin the voting tomorrow on time. And so we are asking for God's blessings for all who are going to be traveling, all delegates from every nook and cranny, wherever they are. We ask for divine journey mercies for all of them, and we wish all of those people the best of luck.